Now they didn't do a real formal proof. They did what they call a flow proof. So the flow proof goes like this. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 6. So let's write down flow proof. So this is a different way to write a proof, right? How do we know that? That was given to us. Well, what do we know about angle 4 and angle 2? Well, we know they're congruent, but why? They're vertical angles. You guys remember that, right? They're vertical angles. So since they're vertical angles, they're congruent. So now what can I deduce from that? I can deduce that angle 2 is congruent to angle 6. Okay, that's fine. So if angle 2 is congruent to angle 6, how did I do that? Transitive property, right? I substituted the 2 in for the 4. Well, what did they want us to prove? The L is parallel to M. Well, we just learned that corresponding angles can prove parallel lines. So, aren't 2 and 6 parallel? So you could come down here and say angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding and congruent. So L is parallel to M. And then your textbook, and we just used it on the other problem, your textbook doesn't really, it's really the converse of the alternate interior angle, right? So it is possible to have your alternate interior angles congruent, but it doesn't necessarily, well, I guess it does prove parallel lines, but your textbook hasn't shown you that proof yet. So they want you to kind of jump through the hoops. Really, they're just kind of revealing what's corresponding angles and how you, in this particular case, we're going to use corresponding angles to prove whether lines are parallel or not.
What's the difference between a flow proof and a proof?
A flow proof, you just kind of follow the arrows. So technically, it's when we do the T-chart, the T-chart is a flow proof. It's just a little more organized. We go from the top and flow down to the bottom. What we call it a flow proof because logic has a flow to it. It's usually a syllogism. A flow proof will be, we have some proposal here. If it's true, then we go to the next thing. If it's false, then we go to the next thing. And so we can continue on that flow, that logical flow, until we prove something to be true.